Greeting family, welcome to Trinity Wise Men Inspiration. Today we're going to listen to Prophet Emmanuel Makadiwa teaching us about a mind-blowing advice in giving. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Stay blessed. See you on the next one. Tell us what you think in the comment section. Shalom.
Can I ask you a question? What do you think is easier, changing everything around you than simply changing yourself? I've already said simply. Trying to change everything and everybody around you is going to be difficult because you also have to wait for the Lord to bring them to you. The Lord brought them to the man. You can't finish touching everything and altering everything. You won't even finish. But I want you to understand that the moment you change yourself, everything around you changes. Everything. Gentlemen, if I want the atmosphere here to change, I simply put on glasses. If they are dark, everything in here becomes dark. If they are red, they are red. They are over here, not there, here. If they are red over here, everything here turns red. Changes are taking place not there, but here, 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 here. That is why all of us, we know colors are not where they are in the mind. It is your brain that colors objects. So objects are presented before you by God colorless, and you ascribe colors. It is your gift as God's to give colors and to give names and to give meaning to meaningless situations. It's our duty, it's our role, it's our responsibility. The way we look at life is terrible. That is why life is terrible. Life is terrible. It's inside here. I was talking to a certain pastor who was bothered so much. He had a situation that he was dealing with. I think over time, he'd spent quite a lot of money trying to help his people. By his people, I don't mean church members, I mean his relatives, blood relatives. So he came to me and he was telling me that, man of God, I don't even know what to do now. I've been helping everybody. In my family, and yet still I'm not their favorite. He got to hear what they say behind his back. And I laughed at him. I was laughing. I really enjoyed myself. So I asked him, I said, what exactly were you giving them all along? He said, money. I said, okay. And you thought money was the currency, the correct currency that you use to buy favors with. And I said to him, it's a mistake that you were making for years. And what they are doing now, they are doing the right thing. Somebody has to educate you because you are misinformed. They have to treat you that way until you revisit your ideas were you doing it for their favor? Because according to what you're saying, you're showing me now that you are so desperate for their favor. What it means is that you don't have it. You are speaking from a place of lack. You were giving them because you wanted to get something from them which is even more valuable than the money that you gave. You should have had enough favor first. You should have had. If you claim to be richer than them, you having money and them having favor, so I said, anyway, okay, let's not go that route. Let me teach you something here. Then I say, the problem is that you are dealing with individuals that have been brought to those places. These individuals are situated in places of lack, and they were brought into such places for a reason. Understand reasons behind their placement. Why are they there? First. And in helping him, I might end up helping some of you here. You probably have been doing almost everything for somebody, and yet still you are not their favorite. And I said to him, Pastor, do you know that if you were to hear stories that these people say about you? And I said to him, do you know that you could be having some of your relatives that you have hired probably a vehicle to pick them from the village. They were brought to the city, put them in a proper, decent hospital because they were critically sick. Whilst they were there, they can only remember the people that visited them, not somebody who brought him, not you. So his mouth was open like this. And everyone that is coming to see them is even asking, where is Pastor so and so? No one talks about the man that has brought him there. And I said to him, your duty was to do the most difficult thing that all these people cannot do. They can visit him whilst he's in hospital, but they can't bring him there. They can't keep him there. So you played your role, and they are now supposed to play their role, but whilst they are playing their role, they are questioning your role. It's like to them we are doing less, giving them money, than paying them a visit. So you are giving something of value according to your understanding, not according to their understanding. Are you following me? Be careful next time God brings a situation before you. Be careful of the name that you ascribe to it. Be careful. So I said, I'll give you something else. You'll be surprised that at some point, these people have had discussions. And I almost can tell that they probably have a family WhatsApp group, and you are not a part of that. If you are a part of that, there is another one that you are not. And also, even if you are a part of that one, you don't contribute that much. which is the reason why you have more money. Because it's got some other businesses that he is running, not just ministry. So you contributing less in that group, and everyone is wondering, but you are.
But why are you not giving your 2 cents worth? Enter this conversation. They will think that all of us here have got nothing else to do.
The fact that you are not responding to everything that they are saying, that's the reason why you end up having more money. You are not spending all of your time texting messages. And they just cannot seem to see that. This is what is creating the difference. So I kept on helping him. I kept on showing him. I said, do you know what they've discussed behind your back? Something much more grievous than this one. They've all agreed that your money has something to eat. Especially if you have given all of them a certain amount of money. Do you know one thing that they are currently saying now? They so much believe that your money, they've all said this thing. Have you noticed?
You notice that you can't really buy anything substantial with his money.
And if they ask each other, all of them, they can't even point at anything. So they are now suspicious of your sources. Why? Because you are giving money to people with little financial education. They have no idea. They don't know how money works. So I said to him, have you noticed that when this person was probably working in his garden and he got some few vegetables, took them to the market, and he got some few dollars, he was able to buy a chair and a bed from $200. You give him $1,000, don't think he's going to have 5 beds and 5 chairs. No. You have taken him beyond his limit, beyond his capacity. And they will wonder why the money that comes from you doesn't buy. For your own information, that money will not buy until it gets to his worth. It's an inherent worth. The value that God puts in a being. If you give that person money that exceeds the value that he carries, the rest of the money will be wasted. You will notice that when it gets to a figure that he's used to, if it's now $200 from 1,000, it's now at a level that is manageable. It's equivalent to the rhythm. There is a pattern of lack within him. He's trained. When he was growing up, that culture was inculcated within his being. Part of his existence is in managing little. So they will wonder why your money is a lot that you give them, and yet they can't seem to have their lives changed. Because you were not able, as a man of God, to measure their self-worth. The amount of money that you were supposed to give to them, you must give them the money that they are. You are not. All right. Okay, let me. It's called deep calleth unto deep. So you must always give money to money. So as you are counting the money, you must always check the money within, because money has to be handed over to money. It has to be iron sharpening iron. Now, you exceed their inherent value. They will squander the rest until it becomes manageable. So if you have never had $1,000 in your lifetime, and then you get it for the first time, that is why all of a sudden you start to think of a girlfriend. Now, it's not you really desiring a girlfriend, no. Of the money that you have received from me, nature knows that a part of it is not yours. So things are supposed to happen around you so that that money gets wasted until it gets to your equivalent. The prodigal son, when he had lost everything, and he was left with a $200 value, he came back to his senses. That is why your $1,000 cannot buy for them. Especially in Africa. We don't find pleasure in reasoning. Maria Rudzie kuti panangoipiwa first time yangu mupeya sana mbobirwa mari pambareni pandakambara birwa ipapo ipapo.
What kind of money is it that the first time I'm holding such money, I've never had
Iwo
money
ambona
stolen from me?
behavior ya wakaita.
Have you ever seen the behavior that you
Wakambenga ine
demonstrated?
behavior iyoyo ifiga.
Had you ever had that kind of behavior? It's
Rakupa
because of the
mafambiro
figure.
yokufamba uchibata homwe pese
Because you
pese.
move
Hapana
around,
mshonga.
tapping your pockets. There's no witchcraft or no charm involved there.
Hapana mshonga.
No charm whatsoever.
You don't understand the value of money.